I've seen too many people rush out the door with a bargain basement patio set, only to end up with wobbly chairs that rust after the first rain and a table that scratches like a chalkboard. The disappointment is almost guaranteed when the price looks too good to be true, because cheap alternatives usually cut corners on the rattan weave, the glass, or the frame stability. So when I first stumbled on the vidaXL 9-piece patio dining set, my first thought was, is this the smarter buy that actually lives up to the glossy pictures? Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. What kept me honest about this set was the fact that it isn't marketed as a budget option. It's positioned as a Scandinavian-style conversation set that promises weatherproof PE rattan, a tempered glass tabletop, and a lightweight design you can shuffle around. That tells you the brand is aiming for a middle ground, not a cheap plastic knockoff, but not a custom-crafted teak masterpiece either. In the real world, that middle ground matters because most homeowners don't want to spend a fortune on outdoor furniture they'll only use a few months a year, yet they also refuse to settle for something that falls apart the moment they host a weekend barbecue. Let's walk through a typical day with this set. Imagine you've cleared a corner of your garden, laid down a simple stone paver, and assembled the 3 armchairs, 2 side chairs, the rectangular table, and the small coffee table. The PE rattan feels surprisingly sturdy when you press a hand against it. There's a bit of give, but it springs back without any squeak. The glass top slides onto the table frame with a soft click, and because it's tempered, it doesn't shatter into dangerous shards if something bumps it. Once everything is in place, the set looks exactly like the showroom shots: sleek black legs, a clean glass surface, and a curved back on each armchair that invites you to sink in. The first practical strength shows up when you actually sit down. The curved backrests and armrests aren't just a design flourish, they create a natural cradle that supports your spine during a long brunch. I tested it with a tray of pancakes, a pitcher of orange juice, and a laptop for a few hours of work from home outdoors. The chairs held the weight without wobbling, and the glass tabletop stayed dry even when my coffee mug tipped over slightly. Cleaning the rattan is just as easy as the product description claims. One quick wipe with a damp cloth and the surface looks as fresh as the day you assembled it. The lightweight construction is another hidden win. Moving the set for a summer party or to clear space for a garden project takes only a couple of hands, no need for a dolly or extra helpers. Now, let's talk about the trade-offs that become obvious after a few weeks of use. First, the set's lightweight, while handy for rearranging, also means it can be nudged by a strong wind. If you live in an area with frequent gusts, you'll need to add a few rubber pads or tie down the legs to keep the table from sliding. Second, the glass top, though elegant, can be a liability if you have kids who love to play catch or if you regularly host pets that jump onto the furniture. A single impact could chip the edge, and replacing a tempered glass piece isn't cheap. Third, the PE rattan, despite being weatherproof, does not have the same premium feel as woven synthetic wicker that resists UV fading for a decade. After a full summer of sun exposure, you might notice a slight lightening of the black hue, nothing that affects functionality, but it does alter the visual punch. Who should consider buying this set? If you're a homeowner who enjoys al fresco dining a few evenings a week, likes to entertain friends in a garden or balcony, and values a clean, modern aesthetic, the vidaXL set hits a sweet spot. It's also a good fit for renters who need something that can be disassembled and moved without leaving permanent marks. The price point makes it accessible for those who want a stylish look without breaking the bank, and the Scandinavian design blends well with both minimalist and more traditional garden decor. Who might want to skip it? If you're looking for a set that can survive harsh coastal salt air for years, or you have a family with young children who treat furniture like a playground, you might be better off investing in a heavier metal frame and a polycarbonate tabletop. Similarly, if you're a design purist who insists on natural rattan or teak, the synthetic PE rattan will feel too utilitarian. Finally, anyone who expects a set that never needs any anchoring will be disappointed. This collection works best when you're willing to add a few simple stabilizers in windy climates. From a value perspective, the real money saver isn't just the upfront price, it's the low maintenance. The rattan doesn't need annual sealant, the glass doesn't rust, and the lightweight frame means you won't be paying for